In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 best places to park your money to get the best return this year. With rising inflation rates in the last year, many Aussies are scrambling to find a safe place to park their money to reduce the effects of inflation. Now, I'm a huge proponent of investing your money into appreciating assets like shares, but this isn't the best option if you need to save money for a big spend coming up like a wedding or house deposit in 12 to 24 months time. I know a lot of you are saving for a house, so this video definitely applies to you. Therefore, if you are in this situation, you will need a more reliable place to park your money for the short to medium term. So to narrow down the best options, I have 3 criteria. 1, it must have a decent return. There's no point in parking money somewhere if you're not going to get something good in return for it. If that were the case, then you may as well hide your cash under your mattress. 2, it needs to be easy to withdraw. Since this is money you may need on short notice, you want to be able to access it quickly whenever you need it. So it needs to be easy and free to withdraw. 3, it needs to be relatively safe and not lose its value. So definitely not the stock market, cryptocurrency, or other volatile assets. It needs to have a safe and reliable return. And in my opinion, that narrows it down to 3 options. The first option is a high interest savings account. This is the obvious choice for most people. It's simple and it's easy to set up. These days, you can set up a savings account online in less than 5 minutes. Over the last 18 months, you may have noticed many banks offering higher than usual interest rates. This is due to the RBA constantly increasing the cash rate to try to slow down inflation. So the idea is, if banks offer higher interest rates, then more cash will be held in saving accounts. This means less money being spent, which will lower the demand for goods and services. Lower demand means lower prices, which in turn lowers inflation. So you may as well take advantage of these high savings rates while you can. In the current economic climate, you want a savings account that is offering 5% or higher. Personally, my 2 favorite savings accounts are ING Savings Maximizer and the UBank Save account. I like ING because it offers one of the highest interest rates for a savings account in Australia. It is currently offering a whopping 5.5%. ING Bank was made famous by Scott Pape in his popular book, The Barefoot Investor. In the book, he recommends ING as his favorite bank of choice due to the low cost and high interest return. I also like UBank for its convenience and low maintenance. It's the easiest savings account with the least requirements to achieve the bonus interest every month. And it still offers a relatively high interest rate. UBank is another bank that the Barefoot Investor recommends. Let's do a little comparison of the 2 savings accounts. Firstly, let's look at the interest rates. ING offers 5.5%, whereas UBank offers 5.1%. However, a lot of these high interest savings accounts have requirements you have to achieve each month to get the full bonus interest rate. UBank has a very simple requirement, and that is to transfer $200 into your account every month, and that's it. All you have to do is transfer $200 from another bank account, or get your work to pay you directly into your UBank account every month. You don't even need to keep the money in there. If you wanted to, you could literally set up an auto $200 transfer for the first of every month, then transfer it straight back out. In contrast, ING has 3 requirements you need to do every month. 1, you need to transfer $1,000 or more into your account. 2, you need to make 5 purchases using the ING debit card that they will send you. This is very easily achieved. Now there's a quick hack to easily achieve this. I'm a big fan of using Amazon Australia, so what I'd like to do is on the first of every month, I usually log onto the Amazon website and buy 5 $1 online gift cards using my ING Orange card. So that allows me to achieve this requirement in a few minutes. You could also make 5 tiny transactions at a self-serve checkout when you're at Coles or Woolies. Or you could set up direct debit for all your subscriptions from this account. There's a lot of other creative ways to achieve this step. And number 3, you need to grow your balance every month. For example, if you have $10,000 in your account at the end of month 1, you need to have $10,001 at the end of month 2 to unlock your bonus. If you're just parking cash in this account, then this should be easy enough to achieve. You can just leave the money in the account and auto transfer $1 into your account at the start of every month. Personally, I think these requirements aren't too bad to get the extra 0.4% in interest. I usually just knock them out in 5 minutes on the first of every month and never check my account again until the following month. If you create an automatic system, then it's actually very easy to manage. However, if you really can't be bothered to do all these steps, then UBank is a great alternative. And just to confirm, there are no account fees for both banks. FYI, some banks still charge you a monthly account fee, which I find absolutely ridiculous. So if you're going with another bank, please ensure there are no hidden monthly fees. There is a maximum balance that they will pay the bonus interest up to. For ING, it's up to 100,000 Australian dollars. You are still free to deposit over that amount, but you'll stop receiving the 5.5% interest for every dollar over 100k. For UBank, it's up to 250 Australian dollars, which coincidentally is the same amount that the Australian government guarantees your money. So if anything happens to either of these 2 banks, you are covered by the government and will get your money back up to 250k. And finally, the app itself. In my opinion, both apps are simple and well designed. They're both very easy to use even if you're not good with technology. They only show what you need to see and it's very easy to navigate and do what you need to do. If you're interested in signing up for either ING or UBank, make sure to use the links and codes in the description to get a sign up bonus. ING is currently offering $75 if you open an account and complete these easy steps. And UBank is currently offering a $30 sign up bonus. Just follow the instructions in the description. Please note these promotional bonus offers come and go, so if you're watching this a bit further in the future, it may not be valid anymore or it could be a different offer now. I'll keep the links updated to the best current offers. The next option is to park your money in Moomoo's Cash Plus. Now this is a bit different to the savings accounts that I just mentioned. Moomoo is actually an investing app where you can buy and sell stocks. Please note, since it's not a bank, it does not offer the standard 250k government guarantee. However, there are many other bonus perks which makes Moomoo Cash Plus an excellent option. If you click the link in the description, they currently have a special promotion where you will receive a whopping 6.8% annualized interest rate on your uninvested idle cash in your account for up to 100,000 Australian dollars. This high interest rate is valid for 6 months, after which it will revert back to the variable rate of 3.75%. So if you play around with the numbers here, you can earn as high as $3,353 in 6 months. The benefit of Cash Plus is that if you sign up using this promo link, you get a fixed 6.8% rate for the next 6 months. Whereas the savings account's interest may change month by month depending on the RBA meetings, which happens almost every month. So recently, the RBA announced inflation was slowing down, which means they might start lowering the cash rate this year, meaning the banks will start offering lower interest rates. Therefore, if you want to maximize the return on your money, you can lock in a high interest rate of 6.8% for the next 6 months by clicking the link below and signing up to Moomoo. Like I previously mentioned, Moomoo is an online investing app, and I've recently been using them to buy stocks like Apple, Amazon, and Tesla from Australia. They have one of the cheapest brokerage fees on the Australian market for both Aussie and US stocks. Cash Plus is a new feature they have introduced, so new investors like yourself can earn interest on the uninvested cash sitting in your account. And if you're interested, it only takes a few minutes to sign up. And once you're approved, you can log into the app, enable Cash Plus, and make your first deposit. You will then start earning interest right away. And as a sweetener, if you sign up using the link in the description, you'll also receive 10 free shares depending on how much you deposit. So if you're planning to park some cash in Cash Plus anyway, then you may as well get 10 free shares. You will also receive free premium access to Moomoo's research tools, which has really helped me research companies I'm interested in. However, you need to sign up before the promotion ends, and I'm not sure when that will be. But it won't be there forever, that I can promise you. Especially if banks are lowering their interest rates. Also, please note there are no minimum deposit required, no account maintenance fees, and no lock-in period. You are free to withdraw your money at any time. And if you want to know more about Moomoo Cash Plus and if it's safe to use, then check out this previous video I made, which I'll link in the description. And quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor and is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Anything I say should not be interpreted as financial advice. Please do your own research. If you would like financial advice on your personal situation, please go see a professional. Having said all that, let's move on. The next option is an offset account. I know not everyone has a home loan, but if you do have one and already have an offset account, then in my opinion, this could be the best option to park your money. An offset account reduces the interest on your overall home loan by the amount of money you leave in the account. For example, if your home loan is 500k and you put 50k in your offset account, the bank will only charge you interest on 450k since your 50k is offsetting the loan. Effectively, your interest will be calculated as though you've already paid off that 50k from your home loan. But the added bonus is the 50k is available for you to access if you ever need it. So you basically get the best of both worlds. So if your current home loan interest rate is around the same or higher than what you would receive elsewhere, then it definitely makes sense to park your money in the offset account. And another big bonus of an offset account is that any interest you save is tax-free. Unlike a savings account where you receive interest, the money in your offset account is not considered taxable income since it does not generate any interest. With a savings account, you'll be taxed on the interest you earn. However, please note that most lenders will charge a package fee to operate an offset account. They usually charge around $400 per year, so take this into consideration when deciding to get one. But if you do end up paying for it, then my tip will be to create multiple offset accounts and split them into different categories. It's usually free to create multiple offset accounts. Psychologically, humans tend to spend more if they see a bigger number in their account. So if you have all your money mixed into one single account, it will give an illusion to your brain that you have more money to spend. So if you're saving for a house deposit, then you can name the account House Deposit. This will remind you what each account is for and help you stay on track. You could have one for bills, one for guilt-free fund, one for emergency fund. In the end, splitting the accounts into different names gives you a psychological benefit and gamifies your finances. It's very exciting seeing your house deposit number grow, knowing that you're getting closer and closer to your dream house. These little psychological hacks all add up and will help you master your finances. Now let's quickly discuss some other options. You might be asking, what about a term deposit? So a term deposit is when you lock up your money into an account for an agreed amount of time. You won't be able to withdraw it until the end date. A term deposit could last anywhere from 1 month to 5 years. The interest rate is agreed beforehand and locked in for the duration of the deposit. This could be a decent option if you know for sure you won't need the money for a certain amount of time and you already have an emergency fund outside of it to cover yourself. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of this because life is unpredictable. Who knows, you may need the money sooner because an investment opportunity presented itself. Having said that, it's definitely an option for some people if you want a guaranteed fixed interest for a certain amount of time. How about parking your money in the stock market? While I love investing in the stock market, you should definitely not park your money in there. This is because the stock market can be volatile and there are many variables that you cannot control, like the economy suddenly going into a recession. So say you park $10,000 in the stock market and then you suddenly need the money 3 months later, but your money has gone down 30% because of a black swan event in the world. you will be forced to sell your stocks at a loss to withdraw the remaining $7,000. The stock market generally returns 8 to 10% on average over the long term. You need to give your money enough time to deal with the ups and downs that comes with the stock market. You should only invest in the stock market if you're willing to leave the money in there for 10, 20, 30 or more years. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, comment the word park down below so I know who you are. And if you're new around here, what are you waiting for, mate? Subscribe to the channel and join this wonderful community. I plan to make many more videos like this in the future and you don't want to miss them. And if you'd like to know more about some of the best Australian high interest savings accounts currently on offer, then go check out these videos on screen. And as always, thank you for watching, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.